this match.
Point.
Missed return, and it's important too. You just saw Megan Dizon and Federico Stackstrud move on to the semifinal. They'll face off against Ben Johns and Anley Waters just after this.
Side out.
Trying to slide that into the corner.
Yeah, nice first attack by Matt Wright into the body of Connor Garnett, but he did just enough to reset that ball and extend the play.
Love it. Serve. Pushing them all the way up to the net. Little drop volley from Matt Wright.
0-1-2.
Yeah, you don't see those very often in doubles, but he disguised it very well.
All Connor Garnett.
Yeah, the ability to keep swinging as he's moving forward is one thing that Connor Garnett has that separates him from a lot of the other pros.
Connor Garnett, again, just 3 contacts to get the job done.
Yeah, he has very fast hands, excellent body control as he's moving forward.
2-1-2.
And he continues to work that third ball, make it only 2 contacts for Connor Garnett this time.
And really surprised Lucy Kovalova. I don't think she thought there was much opening there, but Connor Garnett does not need much more than a sliver with that 2-handed backhand.
Side out.
Trying to protect Etta there on that first grab over the top of her head.
Yeah, nice job by Kovalova changing up the pattern with a nice calculated lob through the middle.
Point.
There's the speed up from Etta Wright as she just casually slides to her left.
2-3-1. Point.
Great drop. Kovalova and Wright find an additional.
Yeah, and maybe just one step too far from Connor Garnett there, trying to play that fourth ball.
Two-hand backhand right through the middle.
And even if you know the speed up is coming, he does such a good job of mixing up his locations and his pace and his spin to still keep his opponents off balance.
Connor Garnett knew exactly what he wanted to do. He's going straight at Lucy Kovalova.
And it looked like maybe Matt Wright kind of lost that ball for a second on the overhead, decelerated on it, and Garnett made him pay the price.
3-3-1. Point. That ball was out.
Ball out of bounds, and Connor Garnett continues the same equation. He's even shifting pretty far middle right now just to be able to find that third shot drive. This time they go the direction of Etta Wright. Beautiful from Kovalova.
Yeah, and the one knock on Connor Garnett's game is even though he has all the ability, is sometimes he pulls the trigger too much. Got a little creative there with his weight falling backwards as he tried that speed up through Kovalova.
Side out. 3-4-1. Point.
Forehands only in that rally. Not a single backhand taken out.
4-4-1. Point.
Etta Wright trying to come back in, maybe had an opportunity to speed up, but it's tough when you got Matt Wright standing right in front of you.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I
5-4-1.
mean, she could have pulled the trigger, but you take a lot of risk just trying to overpower Matt Wright, some of the better counter punching in the game.
Ooh, how about that one from Etta Wright?
And I think that, to me, is the better way to kind of keep him honest, is dinking behind him, especially in situations where you know he might be leaning middle.
Matt Wright's there to finish the job. Great shot from Kovalova to set him up. A little ATP popped up off the Garnett paddle.
6-4-2. Side out.
Same thing, power. It's almost as if both of their forehands are relatively similar in terms of their ability to kind of
4-6-1.
swing across their body at an extended point.
Yeah, they both have that sweeping motion anytime a ball gets slightly above the net.
Second serve.
Thanks for putting it on display, Kovalova.
And it's a great technique to use because if the ball's barely above the net and anything about your motion
4-6-2.
goes downward, you take a lot of risk of missing in the tape. It's rare to do when your swing path is across your body.
Point.
Another great combination for Connor Garnett. He keeps attacking that right hip and near right shoulder of Kovalova.
5-6-2. Point.
Any chance he gets.
Yeah, that's his game. That's his style. There's less deception
6-6-2.
with it, but it doesn't matter that much when he can vary his locations.
It's tough on you mentally.
Side out.
And it is important you mentioning that sliding motion because so oftentimes you might see somebody try and drop the paddle, create a little shape, trying to
6-6-1.
get some topspin on that. But when you're at that far of an outstretched point, you really don't have much room for that.
Second serve.
The Ernie in the tape.
Yeah, good read there by Matt Wright, but the degree of difficulty on that Ernie was quite
6-6-2.
high.
Man, so fun to watch Lucy on that right side. She is moving Etta Wright around on that right beautifully.
And you heard how loud Matt Wright got after that point. Knew how
7-6-2.
big that was for her to win a hands battle against Connor Garnett.
Side out.
Connor hits that first, and he is already cocked and loaded, ready for the next one before it even
6-7-1.
touches the paddle of Matt Wright.
Second serve.
Couldn't quite get his body out of the way.
Yeah, trying to slide to create space. It's the right move, but just couldn't get the
6-7-2.
extension he wanted.
Side out.
Nice side out for Kovalova and Wright. They maintain the 1-point advantage.
7-6-1. Second serve.
recognized there was enough loft.
Yeah, I think that will be a tougher speed up to use against Garnett,
7-6-2.
given how often he uses the two-handed backhand. They're generally capable of covering those high locations a little better.
Side out.
Hold for
Timeout,
Etta
server
Wright
team.
as they are looking to make their
6-7-1.
first championship Sunday in a mixed duos combination.
Point.
Connor Garnett has made it in singles,
And of course, Etta Wright made it in women's
7-7-1.
doubles.
taking home the title back at the Selkirk Red Rock Open alongside Megan Dazon.
Second serve.
Trying to jump to get there is Etta Wright.
You know, and they lose that point, but Garnett and Wright have just been so
7-7-2.
scrappy in transition, and that can pay dividends over the course of a match, just making your opponents uncomfortable.
Side out.
Looks like Lucy is still wanting to counter as Connor Garnett comes her direction. That time
7-7-1.
she got the better of it.
Second serve.
That's about as close as it gets. Connor Garnett knows he just got away with one.
7-7-2. Point.
That's the right time. Matt Wright, well prepared, giving himself a little fist pump as he should be.
Yeah, he disguised that really well, knew that Garnett would be
8-7-2.
leaning middle and was able to catch him on the outside hip.
Point.
Great move there by Matt Wright. We saw him have a good read on that earlier, wasn't able to convert, and just barely looked like he caught the line here on this attempt.
He's got some air with those Skechers shoes.
9-7-2.
Did I say he got some air?
He's just been an unintentional Skechers commercial all day now.
Check out this vertical.
10-7-2.
Matt Wright and Lucy
11-7.
Kovalova fend off the pressure to find game number one for this semifinal matchup for Etta Wright and Connor Garnett.
Point.
They started off with plenty of shake and bake, but ended up being Matt Wright and Lucy Kovalova with plenty of defense.
Side out.
Yeah, I like the up-tempo style of Connor Garnett, but
0-1-1.
always taking a little bit of risk when you drive multiple times in a row.
Crafty from Matt Wright. Rolling that just over the shoulder.
Great disguise right into the body of Etta Wright. She tries to squat down, but just didn't see that coming in time.
1-1-1. Point.
A little fake out. The paddle got in the way.
Yeah, Garnett was sliding over to cover the open court and it happened to come right back to where he hit it from. Just kind of blocked or screened Etta Wright out of the play there.
There's a big swing from Etta.
2-1-2. Side out.
So you got to keep going with it. You know it can work for you, but there's a balancing act. Picking and choosing your spots is going to be a big part of the decision-making for Connor Garnett here.
Second serve.
Yeah, nice deep return there by Kovalova. You could see how it disrupted the rhythm there of Etta Wright on her drop attempt.
Right now, Matt Wright and Lucy Kovalova have that baseline measured perfectly.
2-1-1.
Yeah, great location. Didn't hit this too hard. Really fooled Connor Garnett.
Second serve.
Wanting to find that cross-court speed up while unwinding the stack.
2-1-2.
You better hope that's out of bounds. Two bodies are currently off the court.
1-2-1.
And this time it's Etta painting the lines.
Yeah, really well measured. Again, perfect technique, dropping the head of the paddle and not hitting that attack at full speed.
2-2-1. Point.
He just spun like a top.
You know, he's got a spring in his step, and he has the unique ability to create offense all on his own.
Out of bounds, but Matt Wright continues to work around that backhand side. It feels like there's a void there, but he's probably ready to pounce.
Well, especially when Connor Garnett steps back with that two-handed backhand, it's rare that he plays an aggressive cross-court rolling dink. So it's normally a speed up in front of him or to the middle, so that cues Matt Wright that he can take that extra step over to the side to cover that middle and help Lucy out a little bit.
2-3-1. Second serve.
Right through the middle. It solves the riddle more often than not.
Yes, it does. Little miscommunication there, and I know the feeling, Lucy. I know the feeling.
She's like, partner, where you at?
Side out.
Connor Garnett, oftentimes people will go up for those overheads, especially the ones well behind their head, and they'll kind of manage. He just takes a full cut.
Yeah, he went after it, and it kept them with the advantage, disrupted Lucy's next shot for sure.
Second serve.
We have yet to see Etta do that.
Well, I think that's in the budget to me.
Yeah.
I think that she was balanced. She hasn't done it too much, and it did look to be open.
Side out.
I think that's the first third shot miss we've seen from Connor Garnett on a drive.
Well, it's a tough location that he's trying to hit. To find
2-3-1.
Lucy's outside hip is very tough when you're having to hit it from a cross-court location.
Second serve.
Lucy was 3 inches away from having that.
All the players right now kind of berating themselves every time they make an error.
Self-talk's getting a little iffy right now.
Yeah.
Cherry Creek, help him out here.
3-2-1.
Lucy
Second
creates
serve.
her own offense.
Yeah, great anticipation, shifted middle, and was right there for the Connor Garnett speed up.
3-2-2.
I like the decision there
Point.
from Etta on the fish. She had an opportunity to kind of step in and close out. Instead, just gets themselves up to the kitchen line, gets into a bit more of a dink rally.
4-2-2.
They've gone to her more. Feels like pushing that ball to the right side on the return. Here's a good look. It also creates
out.
space, because if Connor Garnett's going to steal that one away, there's a lot
side out.
on his backhand side.
Absolutely creates that space up his line where you can make him
2-4-1.
work in transition a bit more.
What an incredible save, but Matt Wright just continues the pressure.
And Connor Garnett giving them the little paddle up tap for applause. Great point all around, and Garnett almost comes up with this counter to finish the point.
3-4-1. Second serve.
One of the hard parts too, Connor will return with topspin with so
3-4-2.
many utilizing a little bit more underspin.
Side out.
Yeah, Matt Wright trying to hit a very small window there at Etta Wright's right shoulder, especially when she's sliding to the side.
4-3-1.
Not much room to work with.
Point.
That was close. Connor calling that ball just long.
5-3-1. Second serve.
Nice protection. Matt Wright is currently straddling the center line, helping out through the middle.
Well, it's a lot tougher for him to drive multiple balls in the row when his partner is up disconnected like that. If he doesn't hit a perfect drive, oftentimes they're going to be vulnerable as an easy target for the put away.
Connor currently searching for the ball at this point. I think it's time to find another. That thing is gone.
It is now a souvenir.
It's always hard on the change. Got to make sure that contact feels the same. Each one of the balls is a little more worn or less worn than the next.
5-3-2.
Plays with a different touch. One heck of a point from Etta Wright right there. What a reset.
Yeah, even getting a round of applause from her partner. Looked like they were dead to rights, but they were able to eventually get back on top, and a great put away by Etta Wright.
Dead to rights? That feels rather apropos for this matchup.
Very much so.
Side out.
Miscommunication, that left foot is always the struggle in mixed doubles.
3-6-1. Second serve.
Pulling the paddle back, he wanted it. Second serve, Connor Garnett on the return
3-6-2.
now.
Point.
The casualness of that defense. What?
Well, the last couple points, both ladies have tested the hand speed of the other cross court, being a little less calculated and just trying to assert dominance here.
Point.
Nice location for Matt Wright, going straight ahead.
Yeah, that's why you'll see him shift and find as many forehands as he can. It gives him the option to speed up if he chooses.
Point.
And Matt right now is just finding so much success heading up the
Timeout
line,
receivers,
being
6-6-2.
rather relentless with it.
Yeah, he's having a lot of success.
For mixed
6-6-2.
doubles.
Point.
And the lead change for Kovalova and Wright.
Yeah, of course, this is a must-win game for them after dropping that first game. And as you mentioned,
7-6-2.
big opportunity for them. They have not played on Sunday in this event yet in their career.
Side out.
There's a swipe, and it sounds like there's a good amount of fans for Etta Wright.
Yeah, absolutely. The crowd's coming to life a little bit as we get to the business end of this game.
6-7-1.
The business end, I like that. Uh-oh.
Point.
That come off the net?
I'm not sure if it ricocheted. Lucy was clearly trying to get out of the way, and it looked like it tagged her in the back of the head.
Oh, or the ear, which is way worse.
Much more sensitive. Completely
Yikes.
unintentional there, of course, by
7-7-1.
Connor Garnett, but that is part of the game.
7-all.
Second serve.
And that's a new partnership.
Yeah, and Lucy's had success working that inside foot dink. Expect her to continue to go there and kind of dare Garnett to get out of position, maybe cause a little confusion.
7-7-2. Side out. Yes, I did. That ball was out.
Served out of bounds at 7 apiece.
7-7-1.
The adjustment,
serve.
just a slight slide the opposite direction of what you're used to seeing.
Yeah, I think Matt Wright, I could be wrong. It looked like he missed his spot where he was going. He hit the right hip. He's had more success straight in the body,
7-7-2.
forcing Etta Wright to play more of a backhand.
It's a great return. Etta found herself on the left, and Matt Wright still showing the fist bump.
Yeah, the hands of Matt Wright were a big differentiator here. Etta Wright had a blistering speed up right at the body, but he was able to hold tough.
Point.
This time finding the spot. 9-7, Kovalova and Wright.
Nine, 7-2. Point.
And add one more. They find the right hip of Connor Garnett. 10-7, Kovalova and Wright have found a
10-7-2.
match point.
Point.
And they
Game
win it
match.
in just
11-7.
2 games played. Kovalova